can hear the rough. Let's play the rough. And let's turn these off.
Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. Phone watch out, no I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye.
We're mixing Pink Caravan. It is in the title.
I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly? Have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake at the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough.
Produced by Namesake.
Pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How I get so fly, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride, grandmammy with the
Wait, did I say that wrong? I know she's in here. I don't want to say anything wrong. Is it Namasake?
Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top.
Danny, you deserve a World of Warcraft ad.
Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby.
It's both. Both are right. Sick.
Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I.
When it comes to like digital productions and game staging, what I'm looking for is not clipping and the ability to manipulate things later in the process. So say like I have a nice balance, but I want to turn the kick up 3 dB. I want to be able to do that without clipping everything in the song. I don't print anything before on. Ooh, level 5 hype train. Let's go. I think that is cool. Fucking hype. The train is hype. Come on, ride the train and ride it. We also, like, I was just telling Nate, we have emotes and we got them approved, and I think we missed a step, but we've had emotes for a while. I need to approve them. There's just, it's a lot of gems and then Nate's face. It's just a lot of Nate faces. It's mostly just Nate's face. Oh, and it's Toothless Kenny and Kenny Beans. Damn. We need to get those approved so that people from my stream can harass Kenny like people from Kenny's stream harass me. Yeah, see? Hate it. My beard is getting long. I don't know if nobody said anything, so I feel like I need to say it. I feel long bearded. Nate just sighed in the background. Nate is so. You right, Nate?
I'm good, man.
I'm not gonna shave my beard for at least, or trim it for at least another 3 months. I think I'm just gonna see what the fuck happens. What was that? It was crazy. Oh, he's in TeamViewer. Is Pro Tools the best program to mix? I don't think. DAWs technically have much of a sound that is influential in your end product as much as you are. I think DAWs are more of a tool and like a canvas. It'd be like talking about what kind of canvas to paint on is best, and it's like, yeah, I mean, whichever one you're more familiar with is probably the best one, you know, and like understanding how the paint interacts with that canvas. Yeah, Nate's definitely on Bumble in the background, dude. He's just getting, you're just gonna hear all the match notifications going crazy for Nate. Nate in the background getting matches. How's it going? He's killing it. I never have anybody here when I do this. It feels strange. It's always just me, and now there's Nate. By the end of the day, my beard, because of the room and because of like the humidity, I guess, just starts to like poof out instead of staying down. I'm in like the scraggly phase still, but we'll get there. Yeah, Nate's just vibing in the background. I guess we should mix. Oh, there's 808s. Also, we upgraded Pro Tools. We upgraded a lot of our plugins, and everything's a little different, and it's scary. 808s. And then duplicate. No. And then duplicate. And then 808 something is what we're going to call this one. Send it to the drum bus. Whoa. Nate, why do we have 384 buses? That's pretty cool. That's so many buses, dude. It's like a metropolitan area's amount of buses. You know? Nate doesn't care.
Talking to team viewer support.
Oh, wait. Oh, trying to get us more accounts. It's so cool, man. Am I doing mix reviews today? Absolutely not. That will be at the end of the month on a Saturday. For subscribers, you have to be in the Discord. You have to send stuff in, and we'll have guests and stuff like that. We're going to figure it out. I need to start lining up interviews. I think that's the next step. I also need, for whatever reason, every time I send Miles a camera, it doesn't get to him. So, you know, we got to do that. I'm too chill. I feel like I'm too chill. Somebody has to say, like, everybody's being nice in the chat. Somebody has to say something crazy. You know? Get me pissed off so we can come back down to earth. Oh, they said sidechain. Man, did I just grow up in between streams? Like, I'm just not mad anymore? I doubt that. I kind of want the kick just way louder. Where's that, like, is it this? No. That's the one. I like this little, like, clickety clap. I forgot that I just asked you all to piss me off, and I just read the chat, and it actually made me mad for a second. Timber with 10 subs. That's crazy, dude. Don't be crazy. I I think this song is just keeping me chill. I just feel so chill right now. Nate, do you feel chill? Nate hasn't been in the studio for a while because I felt sick and then I got panicked about COVID, even though I've been really safe. And then I got tested and everything's fine, obviously, or else Nate would not be here. What's this one? I like that. No. I just missed so much. Pogs in the chat. Turn me up, chat. Turn me up, tummies. I missed so much chat. I have to scroll back. It's just Sidrel saying Pog. I feel like there's already RC20 on this, but I want to put more RC20 on it. Nate hates RC20. Huh? That's the one I usually end up using. It's like the shitty cassette one. I want this, but I want the digital to be... Morgan! I don't think I've ever used this. That's not what I want. Classic. Go to classic. Go to... I muted my mic. I'm talking to myself. It doesn't matter. You guys, you don't need to hear me. You don't need to hear me. You don't need to. It's not, none of my thought process right now is important at all. I promise. I'm literally like, I don't want this. I want this. It's stupid. Trust me. Where's the... I don't know if what I'm doing is right, but I like it. Oh, we just got started. This needs... I think we need to go less on the magnitude here. I'm really just doing sound design here because I like the sound. I just want it to be like visceral. I want you to feel, because it's such a driving element of the song. And also I've been doing sound design. I don't know if y'all know who Huskers is. I've been doing sound design for him for his stream. I did one sound yesterday. I'm waiting on his feedback before I do the rest of them. But sound design is a lot of fun. Me and the team have been doing sound design. It's been cool. He hasn't answered yet. If he answers and he says he likes it, I'll play. I'll play. You want to try Crystallizer? I think Crystallizer is too much like added frequencies. I just wanted to add some like wobble and like a little bit of like tremolo to it. So like it's kind of exactly where I wanted it. Like that's it before. It just has like a more to. There we go. Like. It's just in this. It's more of a driving element. Like that's kind of what I was looking for. It's less of a sonics thing and more of a characteristics thing. Yeah, I figured you actually. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you heard, but I was like, I feel like there's RC20 wobble in there. I just wanted a little bit more, and then I added the. What's this one?
She know I'm a sunny lemon. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out.
Silky's in here. Silky is a video gaming kid. He video games. Oh my god, what is happening? This is Fortnite.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a son.
I think we need to group these. Let's group all the vocals. I think they all need to be a good bit louder in general, just volume wise, before we start to work. I think just something, you know. I just want to accidentally grab everything.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out.
Why I use Airfly? I use it because I've always used it, and it adds a little bit of depth, and I use it at like 2 or 3%. And that's about it.
With the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out.
Same reason I use the Waves de-esser is because I've just used it forever. And it's something that I'm very familiar with. Same reason I use the SSL compressor. Like, I know what I'm doing to the vocal. If you see, I've talked about this on stream too. Like, familiarity is important. For giving yourself a base to experiment. Like, if you use the things you're familiar with to build yourself a good base for like the sonics of a song, then you can kind of go a little crazier.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she
So that's like before.
Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly.
Yeah, I like a lot of what I do is a familiarity thing, and a lot of what I've been changing is to get away from that. Like these will always be in the first two, and it's kind of like me and Seth used to talk about like ensemble and like flanger and how important they were to like adding depth to a vocal. Like it's very subtle, like you almost don't hear it. If I
Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade. Mammy with the caddy says she know.
It's not weird to use decapitator on your master if you want your master to sound like it has decapitator on it.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy.
Like you see, as I emphasize things like this is way too much of this. Like you hear it.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out.
I kind of want to put like a little bit of tune on this, like not like a crazy amount, but just enough to add a little bit of movement. It's not about pitch correction in this, it's about a taste thing. It's like a time, like I want to change.
Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a
a beginner's mixing resources on a Discord. I have a Discord, and this is a beginner's mixing resource. This right here. If you can't tune in every time, I'm sure someone has a YouTube video where they take out all the things that I say that they don't care about. And
Me with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy.
yeah, there's headphone bleed. It just is what it is. There's always headphone bleed.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm.
When's the last time you listened to a song without, the instrumental there behind it? Yeah.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks.
With the minimal amount of effects on the vocals, and I think there's a little bit of reverb on here that I put on when I was messing with it before the stream. If it sounds interesting at this point, you have a good song. You know what I mean? Before you start to add things to add interest.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VV.
I don't want to use my typical little hall reverb here.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money?
I really wish y'all wouldn't ask me for presets.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno,
I know what I want to use.
can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you...
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Send to Avid. Nate! It crashed.
Me, I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid, sipping Henny, hopscotch, feeling loosey-goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Caravan crazy, you know she's swerving.
I thought it froze again. I was gonna fucking lose it. I was gonna fucking lose it, dude. I want the EMT reverb. That's what I want. It's nice and subtle. You know what I really want? I want the new reverb setup. But fucking, here we are. We gotta wait for the new shit to come in before we set all the other new shit up, because otherwise it's gonna be a disaster. Whoa. EMT 140.
Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid, sipping Henny, hopscotch, feeling loosey-goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Caravan crazy, you know she's swerving.
Why is it not sending to the alt reverb?
Uno, out.
There we go. That was weird.
No, I'm a sunny lemonade for the
I was listening to the wrong part.
No, I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid, sipping Henny, hopscotch, feeling loosey-goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Caravan crazy, you know she's swerving. From what y'all know, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid, sipping Henny, hopscotch, feeling loosey-goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Caravan crazy, you know she's swerving.
Something wrong?
Just reading the
Huh?
Just reading the chat.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny.
Can I explain the difference between FG gray and red? I believe gray is an SSL compressor, and they're modeled after different analog compressors. I'm not sure exactly which one's which, honestly. I used to know. I know it's on the website. I know the website tells you the different type. Hendrick and Slows say hi.
Sup?
Nate says hi. Well, he said sup.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the
What am I
low,
thinking
what you
here?
do for the money? Uno, out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need She know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top.
Transient designer or diamond transient? I always forget the transient designer is like SBL transient designer because I just think of it like transient designer, but
Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sun. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS.
I don't love the Fusion plugin, to be honest. It's cool. I don't love it though. I want to use the coffee compressor here. That's what I want to do.
I'm gonna head out.
You're out of here?
What a cutie.
Who?
That plug-in.
This one? I love this one. It sounds really good too.
Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play
Look at it crushes. Crushes shit. Look at this. Look at it crush.
Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a
No, it's not, 'cause I did-
lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no
I just want the it to feel like it's moving a little.
She know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low.
Are you ready?
Leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn mammy with the caddy. Say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for.
Somebody said, what's my mindset? So I'm listening to this song right now, and I really like it, and I'm trying. It's so pretty, right? And everything about it is pretty and clean, and the production's pretty, and her voice is pretty, and it's so delicate. And I either have two directions I can take, and I'll almost always be contrarian to add juxtaposition through mixing. I'm adding saturation in small amounts in different places. So I paralleled the 808 alone. Now I'm paralleling the rest of the drums, but in a different way with the captator, again, specifically to bring out like some crunch and definition in the percussion. And so
Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the damn. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play.
I ran out of CPU power? No.
Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny.
Turn off auto key. Oh. Is that like super processor intensive? I'm pretty sure it's probably the 8 Acoustica plugins, to be honest.
Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. And then may sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, she swerving. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake get the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty. Pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How it get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride. Grand mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the tan.
Wait, who said don't waste your money on Acoustica? See, the problem with Acoustica is that they're bloated plugins, but they are, in fact, like adding this, like.
Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, you know she's swerving. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake get the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I.
So right here, I want to take this and turn this up.
Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty, pour out. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride. Grand mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the.
Whoa, 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 hey, whoa, 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 hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Deverb is not terrible, dude. Why is this one noisy? Deverb is amazing. Deverb is like a top 5 reverb.
For the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey.
How dare you?
Tipsy turvy, whips.
How dare you? Deverb is like literally like integral to like so many artist sounds. Like the Migos like ad libs are Deverb, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
For the money. Uno out.
Like the most iconic ad libs there are Deverb.
For the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, you know she's swerving. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half.
These seem to go up.
Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries.
You chill.
Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake at the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. For the homies, now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh. My grandmammy with the caddy say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy say she know. Me with the caddy say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the.
Okay, so now somebody asked what my order of operations is, and I think my order of operations shouldn't become yours when I say this, so I feel like I always need a disclaimer. I worry about balance first, and then I worry about doing something a little cool, and then I worry about making it louder, and then I worry about making it cleaner, and then I worry about making it a little louder, and then I worry about making it a little cleaner, and then I worry about making it a little louder, and then I worry about making it a little cooler, and then I worry about making it a little louder, but also cleaner. And then what I try to worry about is making it louder, cleaner, and cooler. I have to pee. I'm just going to make a screen that says Alex is going potty. I need a screen that says Alex is peeing, and then I need like an overlay that says this is the song Alex is mixing because you didn't read the title. And then I need don't talk to me, Dystorpian. Don't talk to me. You're not allowed to talk to me. I don't even know how you're in here with the restraining order.
Grandmammy with the caddy say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors, leave off the top.
Here's the thing. If you copy my settings, and I'm going to say this for the 90th time in the last week, I guess. If you copy my settings, then you're just a worse imitation of me, which why would anybody ever hire you if I'm right here? Like, you just got to hope like something bad happens to me, I guess. But if you take my settings and build on them and figure out why I did what I did and add your own influence to it, then you can use me as a stepping stool to get where you're supposed to go, which I'm totally here for. But when you just copy me, you just sound like a shitty imitation, which is why I don't have any problem giving you all the settings and all that stuff, because y'all can just be like half-assed imitations of me all you want. I'm trying to actually help though, which is why I am more reluctant to give away exact settings. But why? Why are you okay being that sucks, dude. That sucks. I don't understand why you'd want to do that. I don't know why this is not going to the outro, or to the same bus as the verse, but we'll fix that. That's the thing, is like, you shouldn't be okay being an imitation of me. That sucks. I'm not okay. I was never okay being an imitation of anybody I worked for. I said, hey, why do you do that? And then they would tell me, and I go, cool. And I put that in my fucking Rolodex of information and add it to my other information and then move forward. But the thing is, I already exist. You know? Because the vocals aren't passing 0, so they're not going to hit the compressor. Also, the vocals are super quiet. Sometimes I don't have to go that far, but these are very quiet vocals. I'm lowering the threshold to what the vocals are at.
Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out, can't play me for no dummy.
So I'm happy right now overall with the song. It sounds really good in my headphones, and it sounds really good out of my headphones, and it sounds even better in my heart. And what I'm looking for here is I want to clean these up a little. I want to give them more of their own space. They feel a little one-dimensional. I think I did a little bit much, which is fine. And I can pull back on a certain few things and give them a little bit more of their own space, which is the risk when you saturate too much, and, everything kind of can become a little mushy. And I want to add in some vocal effects, some automation. I want to listen a little. Do I ever I don't reject mixes for sonics ever, unless they're like, if something is what it is, like if it's so messed up that no matter what I do, I can't fix it or change it, and it is what it is, and like it's not really worth it for me to mix, I will tell the client that. I'll be like, hey, if I mix this, it's just going to be the same thing, just louder or whatever, and the song is kind of the song at this point. So your headphones probably have a lot of masking in general, which a lot of headphones do, and like you have to get used to what that masking is, because you have headphones, and like for whatever reason they might sound clear even though the mix is muddy in certain spots, because they're not really reproducing those sonics the same way that other speakers would. And so like you can't mix to your headphones. You can't mix to when the reason I use these headphones is not because I make shit sound good in them. It's because I know how they translate. I don't care about making something sound as good as they can sound in just the headphones. I'm like, okay, cool. It sounds good in here, but in here, I know like they're a little harsh, extra harsh at this frequency and a little extra muddy at this frequency. So I use those to carve out a little bit more, but I also use my knowledge of them to not overdo things. Yeah, if you want to go through my VODs, they're there for subscribers. I've definitely gone over the basics. I've definitely gone over session setup. I've definitely gone over literally my last stream was Pro Tools Basics. It was like a 4-hour stream about I don't think flat monitors are necessary. Flat monitors are definitely like the safest. But you also want to enjoy what you're listening to. Like NSNs are not an enjoyable listen. Like who wants to listen to speakers just because they translate the best and then just like deprive themselves of actually enjoying the music they're listening to? Like NS10s are super like cumbersome speakers. Like you just listen and you're just like, ugh. Like by 3 or 4 hours into NS10s, I'm just like throwing my hands up because my ears don't hear anything anymore. Like I understand. I don't get ear fatigue because I listen on monitors that don't bother me. Burrito Kid, welcome back. I mean, my true peak is like 0.01. Spectrum, and I don't use HDX. I would if I had like a handful of cards, but it's not worth it unless you really go for it.
Me with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out.
Wait, so I watched a lot of the interview. Somebody said that 40 was talking about
Me with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low.
In the Pensadas place, but I didn't see it. I listened to a lot of it.
Me with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny lemonade for the low. What you do?
No, I'm not listening to Reddit for anything. I don't care if I like the day I let a bunch of Redditors make me money instead of my own skills. I don't know. A lot of people became stock experts overnight because they read one Reddit thread, though. That's pretty cool. Can somebody send me the clip, or can somebody email me like the timestamp or where they ask him about me or something? Because I really do want to see what he had to say. I listened to I watched a lot of it, but I was like, it's like an hour and a half. Oh, I'll go. I mean, I love 40. 40 is like my favorite person. 40 is like, is to me goals for knowing your value and being humble at the same time. Like he's still a student of the game. He still wants to learn. Like everything I had to say he was listening to, and I was like, why are you listening to me? Like you're the best. There's nothing I can teach you, you know, but that's not how he views it. My mustache is so long. I mean, I learned my headphones by ear, but like if you're a more visual learner and if you need like if you're also not familiar with like certain frequencies, it's probably good to look at the chart. But 40 also, like if you try to tell 40 some shit, he'll immediately be like, yo, do you not know who I am? Like, you know what I mean? Like if someone tries to like son him, like he doesn't let that happen. And I think there's like a very strong balance there, and like he demands a certain level of respect just by the way he carries himself, but also is super like nice and helpful and caring and empathetic, and like that to me, like I told him that when I straight up said it like day 2. I was like as far as like understanding your value and also being like a nice person who doesn't like come off as too cocky or whatever, like that's goals.
Doors leave off the top, and it may sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride, tipsy turvy. Now I'm leaning tipsy, ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly? Do for the money. Uno out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top.
How do I know my acoustics are good? Trial and error. I think when I moved to the studio, I mixed a few songs I listened elsewhere. And so, like, I know my house sounds shitty, but I know why it sounds shitty and how it sounds, and I'm used to it, right? So I got to the studio, I put all my stuff up, I mixed a song. It took me a very short amount of time, like shorter than a mix has ever taken me, especially, well, once I got the ATCs in here. I was like, okay, like, this was crazy. Mixes don't normally take me this. Like I went from mixing in like a song that took me like 2.5 hours where I'd like fight with the frequency and whatever, to mixing a song like an hour and a half, and then eventually like an hour and 15 on like a very like, you know, straightforward mix that doesn't have a lot of prep or a lot of whatever. And this is obviously like, now I don't include prep because I'm not doing the prep. Like and so like I'm like, damn, this is too fast, you know, something's up. So I go and I listen in a car, I go and I listen at home, I play it on my friend's like Bluetooth speaker, I listen in another studio, and I'm like, no, this room's just good, this room just translates. And like I know the issues in the room, and I try not to like the room has a little bit of a standing wave problem with low end, so like, you know, I leave the room and shit is just fucking knocking in the room isn't knocking so hard outside, so like I end up like, you know, using these a little bit more for like the low end balance, and I end up turning the sub off a lot specifically for the low end balance. I would recommend the ATCs if you have a good room, if you have a room you trust, if you have a space you're comfortable with, if you have good converters, if you have a good interface, if you have everything else first. Sure, ATCs. But if you like if you're in your apartment and you're doing whatever and you're like on an Apollo Twin, like there's a lot of variables, and I think obviously you want to know how your mixes sound elsewhere more than anything. I'm not going to play the interview where he talks about me on stream. I would play the whole interview on stream, but that's like, I'm kind of stealing views from Pensado. If y'all want to click it, y'all can click it. But I think it's a little egotistical to just play what someone else has to say about me on my own stream. I think it'd be weird. I'd feel weird about it. But y'all can click it. I'm going to click it after. I'm going to be like, oh, that's so nice. You know? In private. I do not record anymore. I will start recording I mean, I have this mic, but this is direct audio.
Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair went crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How it gets so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake, get the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How it gets so fly, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride. Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no.
I want the ow to be. I kind of want to do like an alt delay send. So I guess what I should do is leave it all the way up, highlight it, loop it.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly. Mammy with the cat. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't play. Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave the money. Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks. Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair went crazy, you know she swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green pop out. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green. same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she swerving. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye. From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How it get so fly? Don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake at the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Ooh, how it get so fly? Don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. How it get so fly? Don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake at the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it, Henny. How I move. Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get enough.
Stop it need a literal stop.
Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's empty. Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get.
Or, wheels are moving, they're turning, or, wait, through, no, tape, I can't read, tape is right there, right? Tape, or, this is too much, this is too many.
Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't. Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stop it, Henny in my cup. Stop
Sorry.
It, Henny in my cup, I can't get.
People are like, you gotta mute, and then I mute, and they're like, you gotta unmute.
Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How I get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Sleep.
Valleys.
Stop it, Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How I get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the daddy says she.
Why are we in such a small grid? Take me back to eighth notes. Take me back to eighth notes.
10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the caddies. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the caddies says she know I'm.
Okay, what if? Let's get crazy here. What if? Wait, why is this not in here? What if?
Ooh, 10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny.
Too long, Alex. It's too long.
10 to 5 when I ride grand. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemon. 10 to 5 when I ride grand. Mammy with the.
Ooh. What if? What if?
Ooh, 10 to 5 when I ride grand. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out.
My TV's crooked. No. It took us so long to get this TV uncrooked.
Ooh, 10 to 5 when I ride grand. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade for the low. What you do for
Rockstar. Let's go.
grand? Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss.
I think I kind of want to do that little. I want when the 808 switch happens, I want something different. What if I just took just that little drum hit out?
Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, fly doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy. VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade. Doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the tan. Mammy with fly doors.
I like it like this.
Tan. Mammy with the caddy, say she know I miss Sunny Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. NMA sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot
Definitely
ride.
think this could be a little louder, like more. Maybe that's what's giving me.
Doors. Leave off the top. NMA sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, you know she's swerving. Boom, my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake get the brace, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Me for no dummy, I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. NMA sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. NMA sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, you know she's swerving. Boom, my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green.
Ooh.
Boom, my child. Boom, my child, no, I don't. Boom, my child, no, she's swerving. Boom, my child. Boom, my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, 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 ooh. How we get, ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake get the brace, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I think this first hit could be louder.
My cup, I can't. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. That's half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Henny
could do.
Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How it gets soft, I don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 when I ride. Grandmammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you?
No, I do this all the time.
Daddy say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out.
I like the trackball gives you a lot of control. The only mouse option I think might give you more control are the Mises that have the number pads on the side that are programmable, so you can have like 10 buttons that like do other things other than what this is, and then you can label them all, and you can have a button that is like a macro for like new playlists and stuff like that. That's the only thing I would say would be probably more valuable. Thank you. I really love this song. I'm trying to like see what else I can do. Let's listen to outro.
Tipsy turvy, whips and color as Kirby. Karen crazy, know she's swerving. Benny hopscotch, feeling.
What if we just tape delayed a lot of the end of this? Wait, what's happening here? No, not trim. Not trim.
I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. It may sip any hopscotch, feeling loosey in the hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whips and color as Kirby. Karen crazy, know she's swerving.
Oh, it's because I have to do the alt delay, I think. I think that would be it. Whoa, I'm stupid. I'm extra dumb today.
In the hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whips and color as Kirby. Karen crazy, know she's swerving.
A little.
Up the top, it may sip any hopscotch, feeling loosey in the hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whips and color as Kirby. Karen crazy, know she's swerving.
Maybe bring this part specifically up a little.
Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS. Hello, what you do?
Oh. I'm afraid to add reverb to things.
Hello, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the Grandmammy with the caddy, say she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. And it may sippin' Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey-goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she's swerving. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. I'm faking the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Topsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Hair ran crazy, you know she swerving. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye, two-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so far? I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 25 when I ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake, get the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Stop it. Stop it. Henny in my cup. Stop it. Henny. Stop it. Henny in my cup.
Close. Close.
Stop it. Henny in my cup. Stop it. Henny in my cup. I can't get enough. Stop it. Henny in my cup. I can't get enough. That's it. Stop it. Henny in my cup. I can't get enough. That's half empty. Pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
The gray pause. I muted. It's just muted. Gray means muted. So like I highlighted it, hit B, hit Command M, and muted it.
Stop it. Henny in my cup. I can't get enough. That's half empty. Pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 to 5 on a ride. Grandmammy with the caddy. Says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy. Says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy. Says she know I'm a sunny. Grandmammy with the caddy. Says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy. Says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low. What you do for the money? Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly doors. Leave off the top. NMA sipping any hopscotch. Feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Hair ran crazy, you know she swerving. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm tipsy turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Hair ran crazy, you know she swerving. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out.
Ooh, that's it. That's the move right there. There we go. I figured it out. I got there, everybody. We got there.
Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye. Two-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some.
Huh?
Boom, watch out. Right crazy, you know she swerving. Boom, watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye. Two-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so far?
Someone delete the investing comments that are manipulating the market and getting people to buy into stuff late so that they can make more money. That'd be awesome. One thing I'll say about investing chats, and I understand like in my Discord it's happening and whatever, is like every single person I've seen talking about investing just figured it out from something they heard from someone else. And I know that's how a lot of people learn about investing, but if you're gonna learn about investing, it's best to learn it from a reputable source. And it's also best to do your own research, and it's also best to, you know, evaluate who's telling you what and not just, you know, get a message on the internet. I understand that a lot of people made a lot of money off this thing, but the later you jump in, the more at risk you are to lose more. Like, yes. What? Yeah, I mean, I don't do a lot of investing in general, mostly because it's just where's the time in the day, and I'm working on getting a money manager to do investing for me, and I get it all, and I understand, again, like Bitcoin and stuff, but like if you bought into Bitcoin at $37,000, you fucking lost money. And if you buy in the GameStop before everybody starts dumping it, you're gonna lose right before everybody starts dumping it. You're gonna lose a little bit of money, or a lot of money. Like if you bought in the GameStop now and it goes back to like $4 a stock, like it's there's a lot of people going around telling a lot of other people how to invest their money who have already invested their money. And the people that you're listening to are probably using you to get themselves more money, not actually trying to help you. That's all.
Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping Henny hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride. Tipsy turvy, whip same color as Kirby. Hair ain't crazy, you know she's swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so fly, I have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride, peekaboo. Ooh, ooh. Pump fake, get the brakes, cause they watching how I move. Stop it. Henny in my cup, I can't get enough. Glass half empty, pour out some for the homies. Now I'm leaning tipsy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How we get so flat, don't have a clue. Ooh, ooh. 10 if I wanna ride grand. Mammy with the caddy says she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VV. For the low, what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the tan. Mammy with the caddy.
If you're a professional mix engineer and you send somebody an unlimited mix to listen to, most of the time they're getting a limited mix from their recording session, because who wants to leave a studio in 2021 when everybody is capable of learning how to limit at a high quality and put a song in their car that doesn't sound at a radio level of loudness, right? So if you get a rough and it's about negative 10 RMS, negative 11 LUFS, and then you mix the song and you send them back a song that's like negative 16 LUFS for them to compare to their rough mix, right? They're gonna think you don't know what you're doing. That's why, I mean, I've seen that reaction. I've been that person. I didn't know that when I first started. I was like, man, maybe I'm like bad at what I'm doing. And then I learned how to limit. And I mean, it wasn't even that long. It was like while I was a recording engineer, I sent a song off, and they were like, hey, you need to make this louder. And so I learned how to limit. And it's like, yes, mastering involves limiting, but so does mixing, and so does recording. And like not just avoiding limiting stuff because you're afraid of limiting, and then saying it's the mastering engineer's job is kind of crazy. But it's not fooled. Louder is better. Louder sounds better. It's more exciting. It's how you perceive the perception of loudness is more exciting. Things that are louder sound better no matter what. The louder mix will always be better. It's just a fact. Now there's a point at which louder is not better, obviously, when you're starting to distort everything, but louder is better. No. Why would it be a bad idea? Okay, here's the thing. Like, and I'm pretty sure I say this in every. If you can't limit a track and make it loud and have it still sound good, you should ask yourself why. You know? I'm not saying to match the gain. You want to make sure that your mix sounds good loud when you're mixing it quietly. And I'm limited in stages mostly because, for example, if this limiter is doing, so I understand these limiters. If this limiter is doing the heavy lifting and getting past negative 10 RMS, it starts to break up no matter what. It's just what this limiter does, right? It has like a threshold at which the quality starts to deteriorate. But I love it as like my first limiter in a stage, so that's why I use it like that. And then when I started to add loudness, I started to be like, oh, what else can I do? So I got this multi-band limiter, and it has intersample processing, and I was like, oh, it's very transparent, and it maintains the dynamics very well in the low end. So, and then this one, I have it set transparent. I have a very slow attack, very slow release. It's there to kind of like be a glue, but also again not to add any, not to remove any transparency. No, not each limiter has its breaking point. Some things cannot be oversimplified, and they don't need to be. Some things can just be a complicated thing that has a bunch of reasons. This is one of them. If you try to oversimplify what I'm saying into mixers, limiters have their limits. Like, no, that's not the case. You can go and get a limiter like the Oxford limiter, which is just can smash the fuck out of a song, right? And use just that. I prefer to do it this way because each of these is doing a specific thing that I like. The reason I do it this way is because I've tried it this way. 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 And this is the way that sounds the best. That's the reason. Now, for y'all, what you should take away from that is I should go home and try it this way. I should 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 try it this way, this way, this way. If you leave here and you go home and you, or go to the studio and you say, hey, I'm going to try it exactly how Alex did it, and then you go there and it doesn't sound as good as you want it to be, and you call it a day, that's kind of on you. Like, I wouldn't even recommend using these 4 limiters if you weren't me. Like I said, like the Oxford limiter is the Sonics Oxford limiter is such a good limiter. I just don't like. I can't get it to do what I want, right? Or just, I know people that just use the Pro L2 for everything, and I've done it before, and it's great. A lot of times when somebody else has a Pro L2 on their master, like, I'll leave it as is and work around it because I think it's such a good limiter. What I like about what I'm doing is familiarity, and because I've used them all ad nauseum. It has nothing to do with the plugin itself. It has to do with the fact that I've used it a lot. The reason I use multi-stage limiting is this. I don't want any limiter to squash anything too much. I want them all to do it a little bit, specifically because I feel like I maintain dynamics throughout the process a little bit better. And this is, I'm talking about like on a personal level, first of all, and I'm talking about in regards to how I limit. Now, is it always the right decision? No. And also, it's also a functional thing, because I like to send stuff to mastering with some limiting. So instead of what I used to have to do is go into the FGX and be like, okay, cool, it's at 4.2, and I go in here, I go over here, I go and I'd open comments, and I'd go listen level plus 4.7, and then I'd go main pass plus 1.3, and that would always have to be in every session, because my only limiter was the FGX, and I would be like, okay, cool, when I send it to mastering I have to lower it 3.4 dB. Instead of that, now I can just inactivate these two every time I send something to mastering, or this one. Or like if a mastering engineer is like no limiting, I go all the way down. And now I have 4 different options that I could send to a mastering engineer that they can work with without having to leave myself notes or do anything like that. It's literally, a lot of it is a functional thing as far as like saving myself time. A lot of what I do is to do that. This is my master. I don't use a master fader because I don't like using a master fader. I just use this instead. You can use a master fader. You can use whatever.
Know what you do for the money. Uno out. Can't blame me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks for the fly door.
Do y'all like the reverse here? Just I want to make sure I like it. Let me clarify first by saying I like it.
Topsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she's swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye, 2-piece lemon, topsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she's swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye, 2-piece lemon, topsy-turvy, whip, same color as Kirby. Karen crazy, you know she's swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green, Popeye, 2-piece lemon, topsy-turvy, whip, same color as Karen crazy, you know she's swerving. From my child, no, I don't wanna From watch out, no, I don't wanna pop out. I'm getting green Popeye, 2-piece lemonade with fries. Henny in my cup.
I didn't want suggestions. I just wanted to know if you liked it or not. That's all.
Grandmammy with the caddy said she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy said she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Grandmammy with the caddy said she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the. Grandmammy with the caddy said she know I'm a sunny. Lemonade for the low, what you do for the money? Uno, uno out, can't play me for no dummy. I need VVS rocks, butterfly doors, leave off the top. Minute Maid sipping any hopscotch, feeling loosey goosey in a hot ride, tipsy turvy.
As far as file hierarchy goes, when I stop it. As far as file hierarchy goes, I will create a folder in the artist folder for the project that says work mixes X project, whatever, and then I'll leave all my work mixes in there until I'll bounce this out as a high quality wave, 3244.1 wave, and an MP3, and that way I can have the wave reference if that's the one, or I can have the MP3. And a lot of people like just want to hear the MP3 so they can play it on their phone, but if like they want to hear a high quality version in the studio, I have that ready, right? And then I have a mixes for mastering folder where I have all the mix passes, and then I have a mix stems folder if somebody wants stems, and then I have, what other folders do I have? And then I have like a discarded mix folder for like all the old work mixes within the work mix folder, so that it stays kind of melty. I mean 1644.1 is fine, right? Most people I know work in 1644.1. I work in 3244.1 specifically because I think that sounds much better, like much more noticeably better than like 2448. Yes. Only because Pensado told me to. You gotta send me something to mix on stream, dude. That'll be my next stream. I'll do a melty song. Send it, dude. Send it, dude. I'll go crazy. You're supposed to mic a guitar and vocals for my next project in audio engineering. Mic placement on the guitar cab is probably the most important thing in micing a guitar. I would also DI the guitar and then have both signals. But yeah, all right. I think we're in a good place here. If you want your vocal to sound tighter, it depends. I guess, are you stacking vocals? Because compression if it's a solo single vocal, and timing if it's stacks. So any good drum, I mean, the API 2500 is a great compressor for live instruments in general. I used to use it all the time. It's like very grabby, and I think like in general, like live instruments beg for that. Yeah, if it's vocal stacks, you know, vocal line, time shit out. Vocal line is great. Melodyne is great for that. Like if you vocaline and melodyne vocals, so they're all like very much in line with the lead, you're gonna get a much tighter performance. And then obviously compression is the best. My mental health is really good, actually. I was just talking to somebody. I mean, like obviously, like the music industry is a volatile place, and I tweeted about it yesterday after reading about Six Dogs passing away. It's funny because like people don't understand. You know, you like actors and stuff have guilds and unions and all this other stuff, and the music industry is, the value of music is tied to what the music is tied to in a lot of places. So like, you know, if the song is tied, like music tied to movies always seems to have higher perceived value than just music on its own. Music does not seem to carry the amount of respect that other forms of entertainment carry, even though literally every other form of entertainment outside of music uses music to give itself more emotional weight, right? So like if you ever watch a movie and it doesn't have a soundtrack, they have to do a lot more work. If you watch a movie and like there's a scene, it's just like some guy sadly looking out a window while driving away from like a family or whatever, and you have like a fucking Lumineer song, and that shit just like pulls at the heartstrings of everybody in fucking suburban America. That's the song that did that, you know? Games, everything has music. And it's a shame that music is so universal and it's so easily understood, and it's probably the strongest way that we convey emotion in general, because, you know, the notes and the cadence and the melodies and the chords and the sonics of it all convey emotion, right? Tempo, even key, these things all convey emotion. And it's crazy that it's such a vulnerable field, that it's essentially people stripping down to nothing and giving you everything, right? And it's that alone is weighty and is volatile and is extremely hard for people to do, right? And then the industry itself attracts, and good music tends to be made by people who also need help, right? People who are willing to be that vulnerable, who are capable of being that vulnerable, are usually more empathetic, are usually more fragile, right? And damaged. So like, because somebody was like, oh, there's like Music Cares and there's all this stuff, and I love Music Cares. I think Music Cares is great. I think that Music Cares deserves hundreds of millions of dollars in more funding. I think that Music Cares is doing what they can with what they have, but I think that, you know, the fact that someone can sign to a label and the label doesn't immediately go, hey, here's our therapist. Here's our therapist, rather. Or a list of therapists that we cover, and here's this, and here's this, and here's, you know, here's, if you're dealing with substance abuse, here's somebody that you can talk to. Here's all these resources, you know. The fact that that's not automatic in the music industry is sad. And the fact that, you know, your pain is turned into profit, but then that profit does not go towards helping your pain be lessened is dark. I think, you know, that someone is profiting off of it and not doing their best to alleviate the pain that they're profiting off of. You know, and like it shouldn't be on indie labels that are barely getting by. It shouldn't be on the artists that's barely getting by, because like even like very successful artists are often too busy to care about themselves, right? So like I'm doing great, I guess, is the short answer to that. But the more I think about it, the more it's just like, because it's not just the artist. You know, producers are in that same boat. Even engineers, like we have the most stable job, but the stability of my job is I'm trying to think of the best word. It's very like surface, like even like I have probably one of the most stable jobs in the music industry, and it doesn't feel stable at all, right? I'm probably at the studio 18 hours a day, just to make sure that tomorrow somebody calls me for a job. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the industry itself, it's weird to me that people are left to their own devices as much as they are. That's always sad. I don't have any other points. That was it. I was trying to make another point, but I feel like that's enough. It's just like, it's something that artists like need agency. Like everybody needs a union. Everybody needs to be represented. Everybody needs representation, needs somebody that's whose job it is to fight for them. Because what does it look like having all the people that I just described fighting their own battles here? Right? And I don't think that like people being healthier necessarily means that the music will be worse, which is probably part of the fear of a label when it comes to that. Like, probably part of the label's fears probably involves something along the lines of like, yeah, I mean, we should do this, but what if we do and the music gets worse, you know? And they're probably like, oh, not a risk worth taking, you know? Which sucks. That sucks. I wish if Husker's texts me back in the next 2 minutes, I will show you the sound design stuff I was doing for him. Oh, he said he likes it a lot. Let's go. I'm gonna show you all the sound design after this is done. I'm gonna play it one more time. It's just unlimited. I mean, again, like I'm not gonna go and volume match it because that seems like more work for me, and I don't need that. It's just a non-limited version is unlimited. I don't think that it's a very good rough mix. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you can tell the difference. I mean, if you want, I could take off the limiting on mine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. When it comes to the reason that I don't make beats on stream is that I'm not very good at making beats, and the perception of my ability in music will be altered by people who are not smart enough to know that I don't make beats regularly and that I would just be messing around. And I don't need the perception of my skill to be lowered by people who don't know better. And that's just what happens. It's the same reason I tell people that do one thing to stick to the one thing that they do, at least publicly, until they're at least at the level that they are for what they're known for, right? So if you're like a producer and you want to start singing, make sure you're a good enough singer and you're a good enough songwriter to fucking match up to your level as a producer. Because if you go out and you make songs that aren't as good as the songs you produce, you know, people automatically now think, oh, that person's not as good as I once thought they were. Not because that's the truth, but because people come to stupid conclusions when they don't know better. And yeah, it's just like, that's part of why I don't produce live on here, and part of why I don't do other things is because I don't need y'all's perception of me to change. It's not to say anyone's dumb. I just think groups of people tend to fall into groupthink, and I think that I have it literally as a rule in my channel that groupthink is extremely frowned upon. I don't let other people's opinions form my opinions for a reason. You know, that mob mentality stuff gets weird. All it takes is one person to sound smart to change somebody else's opinion. It happens all the time. Gabagool. Nobody told me that I was on this fucking screen where it's just me this whole time. Thanks, guys. Okay, so before I show you this, there's like artifacts in the video that are messed up because of the way it converted, because he used a WebM file and we had to switch it to movie, and there's like weird artifacts and it's like a green screen. Ignore that. Thanks. So this is the sound design I did with this. Ignore this. These are Nate's sound effects that we didn't use yet for the other sounds. These are all the individual videos, right? So this is, what's the quickie to bring up a video again? I don't know that one. So ignore the green background. It's not supposed to look like this, right? Am I right? Isn't that cool? Isn't that fucking cool? So there's I have a lot of videos I need to. I was waiting on him. So this is So because the video's whatever, it's messed up because of the artifacts, but I really like what I did. Specifically with the wolf. So he was like, don't use wolf howls. And I was like, I'm going to use wolf howls. So we took wolf howls and we tried to make them unrecognizable. Right? So we auto-tuned it. And then we did a little pitching in Alter Boy. And then yo, sound design is so fucking cool. So one of my new assistants helped me a lot with this. He does a lot of sound design and he has a lot of sound, so he did a lot in the beginning, and I was like kind of directing him. So we did this as a team, and when we do all the sounds, it's gonna be me and the three fellas, and I kind of want to like make some sort of team, but like a lot of it is like direction, and like we're using a lot of like, you know, distortion. So when I talked to Huskers, who's a Warzone streamer, video game pro, the winningest Warzone player in tournaments in the past year, he was like, I asked him what he wanted, and I was like, I kind of want to use Wolf House, but I kind of want to make him unrecognizable, and I also really want it to feel new. Like, I don't want it to be so basic. And we use a lot of like very transparent, like very like obvious sounds, but a lot of times you can't do too much different. But one of my favorite examples of sound design being an element of emotion, of driving emotion in like animation, and then like a newer use of it that's very creative is Fire Force. It's an anime, and like the sound design is so over the top, and it's so good. And it's I only watch the show for sound design at this point because I don't really like where the story went. But I use that, like the way they use distortion in that, as kind of like a guide for this, because I really wish that that I could show you all the high def version of this. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, cool. Let's see. So let's see if I can just make it bigger. So there's like a yellow, there's like an orange one. I don't know, a lot of, like, there's like, it's a lot about timing to the millisecond. And like, oh, like you can see like decapitate on everything. Things are pitched like super heavy. It's a lot of layers. Oh, this is the one I wanted to turn up. That's right. And I wanted to. I devil lock. I mean, so in sound design, most of what sound design is in this era is not Foley, it's sound banks. We have a huge sound bank from one of my assistants. And so we're sourcing from sound banks, and we're getting like the basic sounds, and we're shaping them into stuff. There's also a tiger sound, which sounds crazy. So it's just an electricity sound. We're just editing a lot of sounds. So what I'm thinking is now that we have like the green light to go forward, there's a lot of other videos. So like, no, 9. So there's an orange one, and there's that one, which is a little different, has like a bite. So like I'll probably end up using like the first half and then like change it a little for each one. Then he's got like a crazy like G Fuel thing. He's got like the gifties. I'm probably also gonna make like funny ones for myself. There's like an orange and a blue one. Probably use the same, but what I'll probably do is add warmth to the orange ones versus the blue ones, and like maybe do like a high pass or a low pass, on the blue versus, or the orange versus the blue. I think it's 10 videos total. Boom. I'm excited. We have a sound bank, so we source them from a sound bank, is what I'm saying. I did not go record a tiger in my free time. I watch his stream a lot. I watch a lot of Warzone streamers. And I think I made a comment, and someone in his chat was like, are you really Alex? And I was like, why would there be a fake Alex ever? Like, why would somebody pretend to be me? You know, it'd be such a, like, if I had, like, there are like fake Alex Tumay accounts, but they have like one follower and no post because the person probably made it and was like, oh, this is dumb. You know, like, even a crazy person who thought to make it in the first place was like, whatever. Or like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. There's no reason to be a me impersonator. So if yeah, it's just, that was a weird one. But yeah, he, like, I guess he saw it and someone was like, what does that even mean? And so he, like, Googled me on stream and was like, oh, you worked on This Is America. That's cool. He's like, I'm rebranding. Do you want to do my sounds? And I was like, absolutely. That'd be awesome. Oh, yeah. I guess my girlfriend is eventually going to be Alex Tumay also. You're not taking my last name. I think this needs to be discussed in front of 262 people. You're not allowed to take my last name. That would be insane. Unless we have a kid named Alex, and then there's 3 Alex Tumays, and then both of your lives are ruined by the SEO of my life. It doesn't have to happen. It would be a nightmare. What's up, dude? Fuck yeah. It's not the funniest thing that could ever happen. Anyways, I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to end the stream in a little bit. Does anybody have any questions about the mix today? Anything? Oh, when is the next stream? We're definitely doing a Monday stream next week. It might be a lesson stream. It might just be a regular stream. I want to get the lessons to be bi-weekly at some point. But sitting down and writing a lesson is crazy. Probably do a stream Friday if Timber or Melty send me a song to mix. Maybe Monday. So definitely Monday, maybe Friday. I have no idea what day today is. Either EQ next week or the week after. If Melty sends something, we'll just do it Friday. Let's fucking go. Turn me up, chat. As far as cohesion goes in a mix, like, it's actually funny because I feel like cohesion comes from making certain things stand out with a purpose. So, like, if everything was all together, it would sound muddy. But if certain things stick out and certain things don't, and certain things are in the right pocket and certain things are a little bit quieter, and, like, the overall balance starts to come together, is a lot more important than everything kind of being in line, if that makes sense. All the clip gain, all of it's on clip gain, I believe, to be honest. Can we pay you for a mix? Yes. Email booking@dowhatsoundsgood.com with a demo and your budget, and if your budget fits, we will get back to you. And also if the music is good and quality, because a lot of times people send me stuff where it's like what you need to, like, and this isn't me being rude, this is not me, this is me saving you money. You paying me to mix a song that could use more post-production work, sound replacement, a better recording, those kind of things, like, you would be better off spending more money getting the production fixed and the vocals re-recorded a lot of the time than you would paying me to mix the song. You'd be better off saving your money on a mix. A lot. This is for a lot of people that reach out. a lot of people reach out, they send me something, and I'm like, hey, I would love to mix this, but given your budget, it might be more prudent for you to go and get the song re-recorded at a good studio for a day, and it might be better to go get the song, like go get somebody else to touch up the production, replace the drum sounds, replace the synths, you know. This is not, I'm not, obviously I haven't heard your song, but I'm saying like a lot of people reach out to me and I'm like, and I'll say that and they'll take it the wrong way, and I don't want them to take it the wrong way. I don't want people to be offended by certain things. It's not meant to be offensive. It's meant to be, I don't want to take your money and give you something back that you won't be happy with, rather than tell you exactly how to get something you're happy with. Because like, look, I can only do so much to what I'm given, and it's better to give someone that maybe a less qualified mixer a better product a lot of the time. I don't check my emails, my assistants do, and they check them every day.